Welcome to What a Way to Go, the companion channel for the best-selling book of the same title, now available exclusively on Amazon.com. See the description below for the link to download your copy today. Every week we will take a closer look at the stories that inspired the book and marvel at the many ironic, odd, weird, and fascinating ways people leave this world for the next. Just like in the book, all of the stories are absolutely true and are sourced directly from mainstream news sources around the world. This week's episode is the top 5 ironic deaths. Coming in at number 5 is the story about a Sicilian man, aged 63, who was a perfectionist in life and intended to remain one in death as well. He was so worried about the construction of his mausoleum that he visited it often to check on its progress. He would spend hours checking everything from the building materials to the fit of his final resting place. One day, the man made his final visit to the site. According to the local media, he made his regular trip to the cemetery in his hometown of Lascari on the last weekend of August 2002. He climbed a ladder to get a better view of the top of the mausoleum when he slipped, hit his head on a marble step, and fell into his own tomb. Thankfully, the tomb was near completion. The good news? The resting slab was a perfect fit. Number 4 on our list of most ironic deaths is about snakes. In Langley, British Columbia, there lived a man who loved snakes. In fact, he loved them so much he founded a group to dispel the fear and misunderstanding of snakes in the hope that he could make a difference in how people felt about the much maligned reptiles. Apparently, the man had his own misunderstanding with one of the snakes he owned, a deadly but beautiful Egyptian cobra. According to Canadian police, he ran screaming into the street one day in early August 1992 after being bitten by his own snake and died within seconds. Well, that certainly helped my intense fear of snakes. How about yours? At number 3 on our list of most ironic deaths is the story of a disgraced nurse. In San Francisco, on January 31st, 1992, a 46-year-old woman found herself in an interesting situation. She was in court when the judge hearing her case appeared to fall ill. She rushed to his side and began life-saving measures. You see, the woman is a registered nurse, and it is her duty to help. Unfortunately, the judge died that day of a fatal heart attack and was therefore unable to help her with her case. You see, she was in court suing for wrongful dismissal in 1988 from nursing school. The school claimed she failed to react properly during emergencies. Seems to me she reacted just fine. Coming in at number 2 is the story of a booby trap catching the wrong booby. There was a shop owner in Milan, Italy, who had been beset upon by repeated burglaries, 10, in fact, over the last few years. After the latest burglary, he decided enough was enough and set about booby-trapping his shop with an explosive device. This proved to be his undoing when early one morning, the shop owner entered his shop without first disarming the explosive and was immediately blasted to pieces. That plan really blew up in his face, didn't it? And our number 1 most ironic death comes to us from merry old England. A popular bingo caller at the Gala Bingo Club in London Street Reading named Mr. Burks was renowned for his witty wisecracks as he called the numbers. One day, however, it can be said that his smart comments got the better of him. The caller was 15 minutes into his act when he suddenly collapsed and died. The last number he called, you asked? Number 8, Pearly Gates. That completes this week's episode of What a Way to Go. Please be sure to like this video and subscribe. Every week we will bring you a new video of weird and bizarre ways people have died. The description contains a link to our Facebook page where we post stories as well, and of course, a link to Amazon.com, where you can download your own copy of What a Way to Go, Volume 1. Please leave a review on Amazon for our book, and you will get a special shout out here on our YouTube channel. Have a great week, and see you next time on What a Way to Go!